too tired though, but I think that I love her mama, a party girl, she just wants.
Good day everyone, my name is Wendy Di Castro from BS Midwifery 1. Today, I'm going to show on how to do the Leopold'S maneuver. But first, let me define what is Leopold'S maneuver. Leopold'S maneuver is a systematic method of observation and palpation to determine the fetal position or presentation lining. It is important because they help us to determine the presentation of the fetus, which in conjunction with correct assessment of the shape of the maternal pelvis can indicate whether the delivery is going to be complicated or whether a cesarean section is necessary. So, before performing the Leopold maneuver, it is important to wash our hand first. Provide patient privacy. Identify your patient using two identifiers like names and birthday. And last, explain the procedure for the patient cooperation. Good day, ma'am. I'm Wendy Di Castro, your midwifery student for today. May I know your name and birthday, ma'am? And now, ma'am, I'm going to proceed with the Leopold maneuver where I will place my two hands in your upper abdomen stomach to determine the fetal position of your baby. Is that okay? But before doing the procedure, do you want to go to the restroom first?
It is important to instruct the mother to empty bladder first because this will promote comfort and allows for more productive palpation because fetal contour will not be disturbed by a standard bladder. Warm hand first before placing them over the mother's stomach to gain comfort because cold hand may stimulate uterine contraction.
In palpating, use the palm, not the finger.
First maneuver is fundal grip. While facing the woman, palpate the woman's upper abdomen with both hands. An obstetrician can determine the size, consistency, shape, and mobility of the form that is felt. The fetal head is hard, round, and moves independently of the trunk, while the buttocks feel softer, are symmetric, and the shoulder iron limbs have small volume processes. Unlike the head, they move with the trunk. I'm going to place my hand on the abdomen just to palpate and feel for the fetal lining on the fundus. There are 3 points to observe in the first maneuver. First is relative consistency. It means the head is harder of the former of the breech. Second is shape. If the head, it will be round and hard, and the transverse growth of the neck may felt the breech has no growth and it usually feel angular. And lastly, the mobility. The head will move independently of the trunk, but the breech moves only in conjunction with the body. Second maneuver is umbilical grip. After the upper abdomen has been palpated and the form that is found is identified, the individual performing of maneuver attempts to determine of the location of the fetal back. First, the right hands remain steady on one side of the abdomen while the left hands explore the right side of the woman's uterus. This is then repeated using the opposite side and hence the fetal back will feel firm and smooth while fetal extremities like arms, legs, and etc. should feel like small irregularities and protrusions. The fetal back, once determined, should connect with the form found in the upper abdomen and also a mass in the maternal inlet lower abdomen. Third maneuver is Paulet's grip. In the third maneuver, the healthcare provider attempts to determine what fetal part is lying above the inlet or lower abdomen. The individual performing the maneuver first grasp the lower portion of the abdomen just above the phallic symphysis with the thumb and finger of the right hand. This maneuver should yield the opposite information and validate the findings of the first maneuver. If the woman enters labor, this is the part which will most likely come first in a vaginal birth. If it is the head and is not actively engaged in the birthing process, it may gently push back and forth. The fowlet grips, although still used by some obstetrician, it is not recommended as it's more uncomfortable for the woman. Instead, a two-handed approach is favored by placing the fingers of the both hands laterally on the either side of the presenting part. Gently press the lower portion of the uterus with the thumbs and the fingers of one hand and pressing them together lightly with gentle movement side to side. For the findings of the third maneuver, if the presenting part will move around valuable and easily displaces, it is not yet engaged. But if the presenting part, the movable felt as relatively fixed not-like part, it is engaged. If it's firm, must be the head, but if it's soft, it could be the grip. Fourth maneuver or the last maneuver is pelvic grip. It requires that the healthcare provider face the woman's feet as he or she will attempt to locate the fetus brow.